Throughout history, secret societies have captivated the imagination of the public, often shrouded in mystery, power, and secrecy. Among the most enigmatic and feared of these organizations are those that use blood oaths to bind their members to absolute silence. Such societies operate in the shadows, wielding influence over politics, economics, and even social structures, ensuring their clandestine nature remains intact. The use of blood oaths is not just a mere ritual, but a binding contract, often enforced through severe consequences, including threats of violence or death for those who dare to betray the order. These groups have existed in various forms across different cultures and time periods, each with its own unique traditions, methods of initiation, and mechanisms of control. Their secrecy, coupled with the extreme measures taken to preserve it, makes them both fascinating and terrifying. One of the most notorious aspects of these secret societies is the initiation process. To become a member, an individual must often undergo rigorous tests of loyalty, including proving their willingness to put the group above personal interests, morality, or even family. Blood oaths serve as the ultimate testament to their commitment. In many cases, initiates are required to swear allegiance over a sacred or symbolic object, such as an ancient text, a skull, or a ceremonial dagger. The oath itself is often spoken in an archaic or highly ritualistic manner, with phrases that imply eternal servitude and severe repercussions should one break their vow. Some societies require the initiate to cut themselves and drip their blood onto a shared chalice or document, symbolizing their unity with the group. Others may engage in more elaborate ceremonies involving sacrifice, chanting, and the invocation of mystical forces, reinforcing the deep spiritual or supernatural undertones of the society's existence. The necessity of such extreme secrecy stems from the nature of the activities these societies engage in. While some may exist purely for fraternal bonding or ideological pursuits, others are deeply entrenched in political manipulation, criminal enterprises, or even esoteric practices that the outside world would deem unacceptable or dangerous. The mafia, for example, has historically used blood oaths, such as the infamous omerta, to enforce silence and loyalty among its members. This oath dictates that betrayal, particularly through cooperation with law enforcement, is punishable by death. Similarly, in medieval Europe, the assassins, a shadowy sect known for their political killings, swore blood oaths of allegiance to their Grand Master, ensuring absolute obedience, even to the point of self-sacrifice. Beyond criminal syndicates, secret societies with blood oaths have played a role in political movements and clandestine organizations. The Freemasons, Skull and Bones, and other fraternal orders have long been suspected of harboring secrets that extend beyond mere brotherhood. While many such groups claim their oaths are symbolic, history has shown that some factions within these societies have taken them quite literally. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, revolutionary groups, such as the Carbonari in Italy and the Irish Republican Brotherhood, demanded blood oaths from their members to ensure unwavering dedication to their causes. These organizations believed that betrayal could result in catastrophic consequences, not only for the individual, but for the movement itself. To reinforce their control, defectors or traitors were often hunted down and eliminated, serving as grim warnings to others who might consider breaking their vows. The psychological power of blood oaths is another reason why these societies have remained so effective. When an individual swears an oath under duress or in an emotionally charged environment, the weight of that commitment becomes deeply ingrained in their psyche. The act of shedding blood, often in a dimly lit ceremonial setting surrounded by figures of authority, creates a profound sense of obligation. Many members come to believe that violating the oath will bring not just earthly punishment, but supernatural or divine retribution. Some societies go as far as to convince their members that breaking the oath will lead to eternal damnation or spiritual destruction, adding an extra layer of control through fear. Moreover, secret societies that employ blood oaths often create elaborate myths and legends around their organizations, further cementing their grip on their members. These narratives paint the group as an ancient and powerful force, with ties to forgotten knowledge, mystical powers, or an unbroken lineage of influence stretching back centuries. Members are led to believe that they are part of something far greater than themselves, that their loyalty and secrecy uphold a sacred mission. This belief fosters an intense sense of belonging and duty, making it even harder for individuals to break away. The fear of excommunication, retribution, or even losing their sense of identity keeps members bound to the organization, often for life. The enforcement of these oaths is particularly brutal in societies where betrayal is seen as the highest crime. Defectors or informants often meet tragic ends, with their fates serving as chilling reminders to others. The historical record is filled with stories of individuals who attempted to leave or expose secret societies, only to disappear under mysterious circumstances. Some have been found murdered, with cryptic messages left at the scene, while others have suffered accidents that bear all the hallmarks of calculated assassinations. Even in modern times, former members of powerful secret organizations frequently report being followed, threatened, or experiencing unexplained misfortunes, suggesting that the grip of these societies extends well beyond their active years. Despite the dangers, the allure of such societies remains strong. For many, the promise of power, influence, and belonging outweighs the risks associated with taking a blood oath. In a world where individuals often feel isolated or powerless, the idea of being part of an elite and secretive brotherhood holds an undeniable appeal. The secrecy, rituals, and exclusivity add to the mystique, making membership seem like an initiation into a higher level of existence. Furthermore, these societies often offer tangible rewards, wealth, political advancement, protection, that make the risks seem like necessary sacrifices for greater gains. In the modern era, with the rise of digital surveillance and transparency movements, some have speculated that the influence of secret societies with blood oaths is waning. However, history suggests otherwise. While some traditional organizations may have adapted their methods, others have simply evolved, finding new ways to operate in secrecy. The anonymity of the internet, encrypted communications, and clandestine networks allow these groups to continue their activities with even greater sophistication. If anything, the digital age has provided them with new tools to recruit, monitor, and enforce loyalty among their members. Ultimately, secret societies that use blood oaths to silence members remain a compelling and ominous phenomenon. Their ability to instill loyalty through fear, ritual, and psychological manipulation ensures their continued existence in some form. While some of these groups may operate with relatively benign intentions, others wield their secrecy as a weapon, engaging in activities that can shape the course of history from behind closed doors. As long as there are those who seek power beyond the reach of ordinary institutions, and as long as secrecy remains a valuable tool, the tradition of blood oaths will persist, binding individuals to the shadows in an unbreakable pact of silence.